Hello. What is it that stops an organization from learning? This is what I'm going to speak about, and it has a very strong message for the leadership of an organization. However, before we proceed further, click on the link below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, stay connected. What stops an organization from learning? An organization is nothing else but a collective of people. And that collective of people creates certain biases which stops an organization from learning. First of them is bias towards success. What does it essentially mean that people who are leading an organization, they become so obsessed with success that they are not able to take enough risks. They are not able to innovate. What is it that stops them from doing so? Fear of failure. They are so afraid of failure that they are not able to take new actions, new initiatives, and unless you are thinking of new things to be done, how can you learn? They are ultimately driven by a fixed mindset, and past performance is the indicator of what they have achieved. So bias towards success is the first thing which stops an organization from learning. Second one is bias towards action. So what does it essentially mean is that continue to take action. They think that running is what all is required. And running towards what? And they get exhausted so fast that they hardly have enough time for reflection. And tell me this, what helps any individual to learn? It's the reflection of what has gone on in the past that encourages a person to learn. So bias towards action is the second thing which stops an organization from learning. Third one is bias towards fitting in. This can also be called as bias towards conformity. Do as everyone else is doing. Now, if you continue to focus on do what everyone else is doing, what will happen to your own strengths? What will happen to your own capabilities? What will happen to the strengths that you have accumulated over a period of time? So bias towards fitting in is the third thing that stops an organization from learning. And the last one is bias towards experts. What does it essentially mean? That an organization starts believing a little too much on people who have expertise. They have labels of being an expert, and that organization trusts them much more. I have worked in many organizations. I've done consulting in many organizations. I've come to understand that when an organization starts over-depending on external experts rather than trusting their own inside people, that's when the learning doesn't really take place. Who has the real information to make an organization better? Being a banker, I always used to believe that the frontline staff carries that information, which is nothing else but the problems being faced by the customers, problems being faced by the frontline staff in serving the customers. And that is what ultimately can help an organization to change their policies and practices. But if you continue to depend on experts, how will you learn from the wealth of wisdom that your own people have? So these are the four biases that I talked about. Bias towards success, bias towards action, bias towards fitting in, and the last one was bias towards experts. So once you make an attempt as an organizational leader to filter these biases, keep these biases away, that is when the learning of the whole organization will go up, and learning of an organization is nothing else but paving the way for continuous success and growth. This is what I wanted to share with you in this video. Wait for my next video for some more insights.